What is the process of receiving accumulated rewards from staking after the Shapella hard fork?
Yeah, so I think it's worth clarifying to start with that people often refer to it as a withdrawals queue, but it's less of a queue like the activation and exit queues. It's also referred to as a sweep. But to make clear, it's a looping process rather than a back and forth sweep. It starts at the validator with index 0 and assesses whether the validator is eligible to receive rewards. So it will check, does it have withdrawal credentials set? If it doesn't, it skips to the next validator. If it does, it then checks if the validator is fully exited. And if it is, it will then process a full withdrawal. If it isn't, it then checks if the validator's balance is in excess of 32 ETH. And if it is, it then processes a partial withdrawal of that balance in excess of 32 ETH. If it's under 32 ETH, then the validator is skipped. It's worth noting that there can only be 16 withdrawals per block, and the sweep can only check 16,000 or so validators per block. So either the sweep will find 16 eligible validators for withdrawals, include them, and move on to the next block, can then start from where the last one left off, or it won't find 16 and it will search through 16,000 validators. So this will happen at the start because the first 100,000 or so validators all have type 0 credentials, meaning that they're not set and not eligible for withdrawals. So the first few blocks will likely skip these. If one wants to calculate the time that this sweep takes, it can be quite tricky because there's a lot of different factors that affect it. So, for example, like the total number of validators in the set, the number that have set their withdrawal address credentials, the number whose balance is in excess of 32 ETH, the number that have fully exited. So there's a lot of moving parts, and at the moment it looks like it'll probably take just over 2 days to complete a sweep. But again, as more validators activate or more change and set their withdrawal credentials, this could increase.